from Pakistan, WION has accessed the dossier that India gave Pakistan on Kartarpur. The 23-page dossier gives full details of active Khalistani elements in Pakistan. The dossier also mentions Gopal Chawla's link to the JUD. Remember, India's concern has been that Sikh Indian Jats Jathas travelling to Pakistan would be exposed to anti-India propaganda. Now, after India raised these concerns, Pakistan was forced to remove active Khalistani elements like Gopal Chawla from a core team. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has called China's treatment of its Uyghur Muslim minority the stain of the century. Pompeo accused Beijing of pressurizing countries into not attending a U.S.-hosted conference on religious freedom. Pompeo said that China was home to one of the worst human rights crises of our time, and it is truly the stain of the century.
Since April 2017, the Chinese government has detained more than 1 million Chinese Muslims and other minorities in camps in Xinjiang. With us today is Juhar Ilham, a courageous woman who has fought for the release of her father. He was given an unprecedented life sentence for his writings, dedicated to bridging the gap between the Uyghur people and the Han Chinese, a noble undertaking. Ms. Bet Tamraz, Pastor Seng, Ms. Ilham are just three of the many who we invited here today. These are heroes who have come to this ministerial from around the world. Their stories are of fiery trials, heart-pounding courage, and truly uncommon faith. I'd like to ask all of them to stand now for applause.
Speaking at the final day of the international conference in Washington, Pompeo said the Chinese government officials had sought to discourage countries from attending the three-day event he has attended by 106 countries. Pompeo congratulated countries which had defied Chinese pressure, while adding that they will take note of countries who have not attended due to Beijing.
And in China, the Chinese Communist Party demands control over the lives of the Chinese people and their souls. Chinese government officials have even discouraged other countries from attending this very gathering. Is that consistent with a guarantee of freedom of religious belief that is found directly in the Chinese Constitution? If you are here today and you're a country which has defied the Chinese pressure to come here, we salute you and we thank you. And if you have declined to attend for the same reason, we took note.
Now, Pompeo's remarks came a day after U.S. President Donald Trump met at the White House with victims of religious persecution from countries including China, Turkey, North Korea, Iran and Myanmar. The Chinese government on Thursday rejected any suggestion that it abuses religious and human rights. Nearly 24 nations at the UN Human Rights Council this month urged China to halt persecution of ethnic Uyghurs in its western region of Xinjiang, where UN experts and activists say at least 1 million are held in detention centers.